Everyone. It is Thursday, January 28th. Hope you're having a great start to your day. I'm Danielle Wiggins with Maureen Kyle, Jasmine Monroe, Austin Love, and Dave Chudowski. We are the Go Morning Show team. And Matt Standridge, here he is joining us. He's going to have to take a break in just a second to do WTAM weather. He is in for Holly this morning. But we are talking about the cold temperatures. Ooh, and we do want to know when temperatures drop below freezing, what do you set your thermostat on? We want to know, and we're going to have some cold weather tricks to keep yourself warm when it's cold from our amazing reporters who have to be out there every morning and with their live shots. So some tricks of the trade. But first, let's talk about a story that's really topping our headlines on WKYC.com, and that's Barley House getting their liquor license revoked.
Yeah. So I don't know about you guys. Do you remember there was one of the effects put into order, say, I think it was right after the curfew and right after our numbers spiked. And then all of a sudden on social media, there were photos and videos circulating of Barley House where people were, they were acting like there was no pandemic and they were, basically one on top of each other. So that's really when the Barley House's problems really started. They were kind of on the radar before, and then that video came out. So they've had their liquor license revoked, and it's really for a couple of different reasons. It's one, because people were not social distancing, and also because they were selling alcohol past 10 p.m. So this goes into effect in March. So it's not immediate. This means that the Barley House has time to appeal and try and make their case. But they're one of the bars in the state that Ohio's trying to make an example out of, that they did not follow the rules. They did not follow protocol. And this is one of West 6th. If you've been on West 6th, it's one of the big party places, especially when it comes to Browns games or, when we've had Tribe games. So, this is a big hit to that area because they bring in a lot of people.
Yeah. And we do know, Jasmine, you were on the story this morning about the restaurant and bars, the curfew being extended to 11 p.m. instead of 10 p.m. And you were out there this morning, you're like, hey, it's cold. But, hopefully people will be able to come out to different restaurants and stay an hour longer because of our hospitalizations, the numbers going down. So we're still waiting for Matt to join us in terms of to break down really these cold temperatures. And I see you all joining Sid from Kentucky. Hi, how are you doing, Sid? Thanks for joining us from Kentucky. Are you from Northeast Ohio? So while we're waiting for Matt to join us back, let's talk with Austin and Jasmine, because I think Jasmine, yesterday before we started the On the Go post show, you were just saying it is cold out there and it's still cold. So how do you guys stay warm when it comes to being out there each morning for live shots?
Juice, take the lead.
Oh, okay. Typically I try to call off those days. No, but seriously.
So Jasmine won't be working for the next 5 days.
I wish, but I actually won't be working tomorrow, which is great because it's going to be cold. But it's like I'm anemic, so I'm even more cold than the average person. So being outside is really bad. But typically I have ski pants, black ski pants. I have 3 pairs, so I wear those over and over again when it's really cold. I have a coat is what I call it, that heavy coat, and a scarf in my gloves. You guys know how to keep warm. We've been living in Northeast Ohio for quite some
Jasmine,
time.
I want to jump in and help for a second here because and Austin, I do want to hear how you keep warm. I don't mean to cut you off, but
Care less.
But wait, because I was you for so many years. I was out there. You know what a trick is the Thermacare heat wraps.
No, that makes sense.
Thermacare heat wraps for your back.
So
they heat up.
I don't like sweating. I feel like when I'm too hot, I start sweating, which makes it worse when I go outside.
It's 20 something degrees. You're not going to sweat.
Yeah.
I was sweating I had heated seats in my car and my back was sweating. I was sweating.
All right. Well,
yeah. So, but I am going to try it though. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'll try it. But I like our live shots. We can go inside of our cars. People think we're like standing outside there the whole time. Folks, we are not standing outside. Don't feel bad for us like that. We are outside for probably, our directors, if he's there, who was directing today, David.
David.
Yeah, David. He felt for us, and he's like, "You can go back in." And Jorge is our boother. He's like, "Just go ahead and sit in the car, and I'll tell you right before you're about to go on air." So they care about us here, somewhat. Austin, you just don't.
I mean, it's a live shot. It's not that long. I mean, I hate to try to sound like a hardo here, but it's like 7 minutes.
What is
you're
that?
Trying to, like a hard, like, trying to be hard, but like it's like you're standing outside for 7 minutes. It's not that long. And here's my thing. I'm gonna sound like a total Midwesterner. All right. In like 20 degrees, I can totally handle. That's fine. Once it starts getting down to the teens and the single digits, that's bad. And then when you add the wind onto it, that is when it's actually brutal. Yeah. And so here's a trick of the trade for you. Jasmine, don't listen to this because then you're going to steal my spot. Tim Coffey and I, we go down to the Great Lakes Science Center, and it's perfectly blocked off from the wind. So even if it's a windy day, you go down there and there's no wind. So
I want to tell you about that spot. That spot is from the great Derek LeBeau. That's not a Tim Coffey spot.
I know, Derek, but regardless, we go there just about every day, and it's in between that or Tremont. And being at the hill of Tremont, it's brutal.
I miss Derek so much. Never go live in front of the Free Stamp. That's the worst location.
It's brutal.
So
or an Edgewater.
Let me just jump in here for a second and just say that standing out doing a live shot, I mean, come on, that is nothing. When I started in this business, it was as a photographer, sports photographer. Go out and shoot 4/4 of a football game.
Yeah, right? That is when it really sucks.
Yeah.
In like 20-degree weather and it's raining and snowing. Then come talk to me. All right, back to your
football
live
games.
Shooting a story is the worst in it.
That's where I got my knowledge in football games. For years and years with a pile of snow on my head, hand warmers, foot warmers, thermic air heat wraps.
Yeah, my husband actually, he started off as well shooting football games for a station in Erie. But Matt, okay, so we've been waiting for you because you're actually the real meteorologist here.
Show your degree, Matt. What do you got?
I mean, the people on want to know because we've been asking what people are putting their temperature at, their thermostat. Amora says 69. 69, that's cold. I'm 73. Steve
I am 76 up in here. It is warm.
What?
76?
I sleep at 67. I'm 67 all day.
All day. Out there. Oh my god.
No. All right, man. All right, people they want to know what is going on. What's going on, man?
I'm kind of a mix of both. So Austin, I'm with you on sleeping. I've got to have it upper 60s. But as soon as I wake up, I like it cold, but then I like a lot of layers.
Oh.
But then later throughout the day, I put it back to 72, 73 all day long. It's just right at night I dip it for a second. But that's what I do.
We want your update, Matt. Hold on, Jasmine. We want to get, because you're saying, did he freeze? Matt,
figure it out, man.
You got me?
Yes. So the weather update really quickly.
Yeah. So
what's going on?
It's been below freezing for the past 36 hours. And probably for the next 48 hours, we'll stay below freezing. So that's today. That's tomorrow. That's probably most of Saturday too. The next time anything really changes is on Sunday. We get to the mid 30s, but that's when our next system comes on in, and that'll bring some accumulating snow, maybe some wintry mix to kind of a mess. But until then, it's cold, it's cloudy, and make sure you hit all the spots that you guys were just talking about where the wind doesn't touch you very much, because you want to stay in those spots the next couple of days.
Jasmine, what were you saying?
Just cold.
Nailed it. Hey, at least we're not, it doesn't sound like we're going to be hitting I think like 2 years ago or whatever it was, or even this time last year, it was like 2 degrees outside. That's brutal. I mean, at least we're like 20 degrees warmer than that.
Yeah, and right around Valentine's Day and Groundhog Day, isn't it usually, Matt, you'd be the expert on this. I mean, ually I feel like we're in the teens. So like when I see 20s and 30s, I'm not that upset.
I'm good to go. Let's go. That's jogging weather.
Time of year is usually late January, early February. So we're right in that. So I guess we'll take 20s,
Yeah.
All righty. Well, other people also chiming in about, do you prefer cold weather, so the cold, or summer? We'll go around the clock and then we'll say goodbye. Dave, cold or warm?
Oh, well, I mean, there's things I like about the cold, but I mean, if you got to keep one, it's the warm, the summer.
Jasmine.
Same. Summer.
Austin.
100%. Give me 95 degrees outside. I like to sit outside and absolutely sweat. A little adult soda going. That's prime
I don't like
time
to just sit
Austin
and sweat.
love.
I
Let's
disagree
go.
with that.
Mo.
This pale Irish potato would sit on the waiter if I could.
I love it. Matt, we'll close with you.
I need the warmth. I need more thunderstorms. Hard to do in the cold.
Oh, I love the warmth too, but we love Northeast Ohio as well. Thanks for joining us for this On the Go Post Show. We had a little fun today. We'll see you tomorrow morning starting at 4:30 on Go.